ikaw ba ay isang criminology technical lecturer? At kung ikaw nga, ano kaya ang magiging sagot ng iyong mga estudyante kung itanong mo kung sino ang mga taong kasali sa Holy Tree of Criminology? Ito ba ay Holy Tree of Criminology or Holy Tree plus 1? Ayan. Ano kaya ang magiging sagot ng iyong mga students? Pare-pareho lang ba ang kanilang mga sagot? Or baka may mga estudyante na iba-iba ang kanilang sagot at pananaw tungkol sa Holy Tree of Criminology? Welcome to Ryan's Corner. Alright mga friends, and welcome to Chess Corner. My name is Kuya Che and welcome to another vlog. Okay, for this content mga friends ay tatalakayin natin kung sino-sino ba talaga ang mga tao behind the Holy Tree of Criminology. Ito ba ay Holy Tree or Holy Tree plus 1 and plus 1? Plus 1. Ayan po. So, very interesting topic po tayo meron ngayon, and we hope that you're going to enjoy this video, and sana matapos nyo itong video na ito at para makasagot kayo sa ating pop quiz. Alright, so etong sharing natin na ito guys ay tungkol sa mga tao na tumulong para i-improve po yung ating pag-aaral tungkol sa paano yung tao na nag-commit ng crime. Bakit? Sila po yung mga tao na tumulong na nag-aral, nagsaliksik, kumbaga nag-research kung paano pag-aralan yung mga tao na gumagawa ng krimen. We do hope that this video will be helpful, especially to those students who are doing their review right now. Ayan po. So, under po ito sa Criminal Sociology. Sige po. Sige, pagpatuloy natin yung ating lecture. See you then. Boom!
If you ask criminology students who the Holy Three of Criminology are, you'll get different answers. Some say Beccaria is included, others say he's not, so which one is correct? Today, we will finally clarify this confusion by explaining the Holy Three of Criminology, their history, and where Cesare Beccaria truly belongs in the development of criminology. The Holy Three of Criminology, Positivist School. The famous.
As criminology evolved, scholars began asking a new question. What causes crime beyond free will? This gave birth to the Positivist School of Criminology, led by the Holy Three. 1. Cesare Lombroso, the biological foundation. The first of the Holy Three is Cesare Lombroso, the father of positivist criminology. Key ideas. Criminals are born, not made. Crime is influenced by biological factors. Presence of atavistic traits. Although many of his conclusions were later criticized, Lombroso introduced scientific methods and observation into criminology. Contribution: he shifted criminology from philosophy to science.
2. Enrico Farid. The social dimension.
Next is Enrico Ferri, a student of Lombroso. But with a broader perspective, key ideas. Crime is caused by multiple factors. Biological, psychological, social, emphasized environment. Education and economy, advocated crime prevention. Not just punishment, Ferri believed criminals should be studied in relation to society, contribution. He is considered the father of modern criminology. 3. Raffaele Garofalo, the legal and moral view. The third member of the Holy Three is Raffaele Garofalo. Key ideas. Coined the term criminology. Introduced the concept of natural crime. Crime violates universal moral sentiments. Probity, honesty, pity, compassion. Garofalo focused on the nature of the criminal act itself, not just the criminal. Contribution. He connected law, morality, and social defense.
The confusion.
Alright, so ito ang confusion. Okay, now, meron talagang mga estudyante na sasagot, okay, in a random situation, baka nga ma-encounter nyo, kayo mga teachers, baka ma-encounter nyo na may estudyante na sasagot kung sino yung people behind the Holy Tree of Criminology, ay may sasagot na number 1, Cesar Beccaria, number 2, Dr. Cesar Lombroso, and number 3, Enrico Ferri. Ayan, so medyo confusing kasi most of the books right now, pag sinabing the Holy Tree of Criminology, ay sasagutin agad Lombroso, Enrico Ferri, and Garofalo. Ayun. So, bakit may mga sagot na Cesar Beccaria, Cesar Lombroso, at Enrico Ferri? Ayan. Okay. So, pag sinabi nating the Holy Tree relating to the foundation of criminology, ay talagang ang sasagutin natin ay Cesar Beccaria, Dr. Cesar Lombroso, at Enrico Ferri. Pag foundation ang pinag-uusapan, foundation of criminology. Alright, bakit? Let's go now to the root of criminology. Okay, yung punot dulo nito. Okay, pag pinag-usapan ay criminology or history of criminology, sa tingin ko ang pinakamatanda dito is no other than Cesar Beccaria. Okay, 18th century. Okay, to be exact, 1764, the year 1764. Okay, so ano ba ang pinag-aralan ni Cesar Beccaria? Sa kanyang libro na isinulat niya na ang title ay Crimes and Punishment. Yan. So, brief explanation lang sa isinulat ni Cesar Beccaria. Pinag-usapan niya dito na ano ang dahilan kung bakit nagko-commit ng crime yung mga tao. Ayan. Unang dahilan, kasi daw tayong mga tao ay may free will. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng free will, pwede nating gawin yung masama at may kakayahan din tayong gumawa ng kabutihan. Ayan po. Now, in relation to the commission of the crime, tayo daw mga tao, bago tayo gumawa ng krimen, ay may dahilan. Ano po? may dahilan po ang mga pinaggagawa or ginawang kamalian or ginawang krimen ng isang tao ay may dahilan. Ang tawag natin dyan ay rational theory or rational calculation. Ayan po. Yan. Tapos, si Cesar Beccaria naman ang nag-introduce sa atin na kung paano i-calculate yung punishment. Kasi alam natin noon, paano ba ang investigation process nung sa unang panahon para malaman kung sino yung sino yung gumawa ng krimen. 'Di ba? Nakasali diyan yung mga sinasabi nating ordeals, Oo, yung ang basehan ng paghanap ng hustisya or paghanap sa isang tao na gumawa ng krimen ay yung number one, it's God's will. Kung sample lang ng mga ordeals, pag sinabing yung suspect daw na pag inilapit doon sa patay, yung sugat ay yung dugo ay lalabas, mga ganong paniniwala under ordeal. Mga sample na ganyan. Yung mga red hot iron ordeal na yan, mga ganon, mga I can say it's a superstitious belief, ayan. At saka sa sinaunang panahon ay ang basehan ng pag-identify ng isang tao na gumawa ng krimen ay through witness, o yung sa mga tao, sa mga marites ng mga tao, kumbaga. So, yun ang basihan ng pag-locate or paghanap sa isang tao na gumawa ng krimen, So, medyo wala masyadong parang scientific basis yung mga ganun, So, here comes Cesar Beccaria na talagang pinag-aralan niya at until such time he derived at the point where sinabi niya na dapat nating i-calculate yung punishment, kumbaga. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, pag nagnakaw ka, iba yung punishment sa'yo. Pag pumatay ng tao, iba yung punishment. Yan, mga ganun. Meron din namang inintroduce niya rin or supportive naman po siya sa death penalty. Ayan. At saka inintroduce niya yung imprisonment. Ayan po. Now, if we talk about death penalty, yan, inintroduce din niya yung word deterrence. Okay, deterrence. So, ang ibig sabihin ng deterrence, mga friends, is that talagang yung pag-perform ng punishment, ipinapakita yan sa mga tao para pag nakita ng mga tao, ganito pala yung ginagawa, ganito pala yung punishment pag ganito yung crime na kinomit mo or ginawa mo, pag ito yung crime ginawa mo. For example, pag death penalty, so death sentence din, talagang in public ang execution, yung execution of punishment, ipinapapubliko, okay, para makita ng tao, para pag nakita ng tao na yan ay hindi nila gagawin kasi alam nila kung ano na yung punishment na makukuha pag gumawa sila ng krimen, Okay, so yun po ang sharing ko po sa inyo patungkol kay Cesar Beccaria. Siya po yung unang-una 18th century, 1764. Okay? At sino naman ang tinanggal? Ano po? Hindi naman medyo tinanggal, pero parang sinet aside lang muna, no? Okay, sa Holy Three. So, sino ba? Si Raffaele Garofalo. Bakit naman? Ano po? Kasi itong si Raffaele Garofalo, late na ito siya dumating, ano. Pero okay naman yung kanyang pag-aaral, ano, yung kanyang research at kanyang ipinaalam sa madlang people, ano po, na okay naman yung kanyang pag-aaral, ano po. Kanya lang, meron siyang parang hindi siya sumasang-ayon sa isang bagay o sa isang pag-aaral ni Dr. Cesar Lombroso, yung tawag nating physical traits. Ayan. So, hindi po naniniwala si Garofalo na ibabase natin yung kriminal according sa kanilang itsura, ano po, sa shape ng skull. Ayan. At saka sa mga itsura, yung malaki yung ating noo, kumbaga malaki yung ilong, yung jaw, ano po, yun ang hindi sumasang-ayon si Garofalo kay Dr. Cesar Lombroso. The rest na pag-aaral ni Dr. Cesar Lombroso ay supportive naman siya. Pinalawak niya po yung pag-aaral yung mga na-research po ni Dr. Cesar Lombroso about criminality and crimes. Yeah. Boom. Alright, so aside from the old holy tree of criminology, okay, tinatawag din po itong trio na ito. I am referring to Beccaria, Lombroso, and Ferry. Okay? Aside from them calling the old holy tree of criminology, ayan, so tinatawag din po silang the founders of the major criminological thoughts. Ayan po. So, pag sinabing who are the people behind or considered to be the founders of major criminological thoughts, di yung sagot ay ano po? Beccaria, Lombroso, and Ferry.
The root of criminology, Cesare Beccaria. To understand criminology, we must start with Cesare Beccaria. In the 18th century, punishments were cruel. Key ideas of Beccaria: crime is a result of free will. Humans are rational beings. Punishment must be swiftest and prudipatry of punishment is deterrence, not revenge. Beccaria founded the classical school of criminology, which focuses on law, justice, and rational choice. Beccaria is the father of classical criminology, but he is not part of the Holy Three.
At sino naman itong si Paul Topinard? Ayan po. So, si Paul Topinard po ay isang estudyante at successor ni Paul Broca sa larangan ng anthropology. Ano po? So, siya po ang naging kahalili ni Paul Broca. So, ito naman si Paul Topinard, guys. Okay? So, yung mga work niya ay nangyari noong 1887. So, medyo mas matanda pa si Raffaele Garofalo kasi yung pinalabas na pag-aaral ni Garofalo ay in the year 1885 na po. So, si Raffaele Garofalo coined the word criminology with Y po yung sa huli. Ano po? CRIMINOLOGY. Okay? So, that is an English language. While si Paul Topinard, who is a French guy, termed the word criminology with IE at the end, criminologie. Okay? So, it is a French word. Ayan po. Mangyari, itong si Paul Topinard ay nireject niya po yung mga pag-aaral ni Dr. Cesar Lombroso about biological determinism in relation to punishment, or cause of crime pala. Ayan. Now, si Paul Topinard, ang kanyang tawag nito, connection sa criminology is that isinali niya sa kanyang study yung anthropology and crime. Tapos doon sa sinulat niya, doon natin makikita guys na siya rin pala ay nag-term ng word criminology with IE at the end. French word po yun. Okay? At si Rafael Garofalo naman coined the word criminology with Y at the last of the word criminology. It is an English word. Alright? So, Topinard, 1887, and Rafael Garofalo, 1885. Peace.
It's pop quiz time!
I'm remembering knowledge level. Recall of facts, names, concepts. One who is known as the father of classical criminology. Cesare Lombroso B. Enrico Ferri, C. Cesare Beccaria, D. Raffaele Garofalo. To what book was written by Cesare Beccaria in 1764? Criminologia Beyond Crimes and Punishments. C. The Criminal Man. D. Social Defense. 3. Who is recognized as the father of positivist criminology? Cesare Beccaria. B. Paul Topinard. C. Enrico Ferri. D. Cesare Lombroso. For which criminologist emphasized biological factors and atavistic traits? A. Garofalo. B. Ferri. C. Lombroso. D. Beccaria. 5. Who coined the term criminology and introduced natural crime? A. Paul Topinard. B. Cesare Beccaria. C. Raffaele Garofalo. D. Enrico Ferri.
2. Understanding comprehension level. Explain ideas and relationships. 6. Beccaria believed punishment should be swift, certain, and proportionate mainly to A. Seek revenge. B. Reform criminals biologically. C. Deter crime. D. Identify born criminals. 7. Lombroso's concept of atavism suggests that criminals A. are rational decision makers, B. are products of poverty, C. are evolutionary throwbacks, D. are morally corrupt. 8. Why is Enrico Ferri considered the father of modern criminology? A. He focused only on law. B. He emphasized skull measurements. C. He explained crime using multiple factors. D. He coined the word criminology. 9. Why is Beccaria not considered part of the Holy Three? A. He rejected science. B. He belonged to the classical school. C. He focused on morality. D. He studied biology. 10. Paul Topinard's view of crime can best be described as A. Purely biological, B. Purely legal, C. Biological and social, D. Purely moral.
3. Applying. Application level. Use concepts in real or hypothetical situations. 11. A lawmaker argues that clear laws and fair punishment will prevent crime. Whose idea is this? A. Lombroso. B. Ferri. C. Beccaria. D. Garofalo. 12. A researcher studies skull shape to identify criminal tendencies. Which theory is being applied? A. Classical theory. B. Sociological theory. C. Positivist biological theory. D. Moral theory. 13. A crime prevention program focuses on poverty, education and family conditions. This reflects whose ideas? A. Beccaria. B. Lombroso. C. Ferri. D. Garofalo. 14. A criminologist argues that crime violates universal moral sentiments like honesty and compassion. Who supports this view? A. Lombroso. B. Garofalo. C. Beccaria. D. Topinard. 15. A modern criminologist combines law, biology, and social environment to explain crime. This best represents A. Classical criminology. B. A single criminological theory. C. The combined ideas of the Holy Three. D. Moral philosophy.